and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast, and you're in for a treat. I'm excited because this is Extra Credit Fridays. This is where we go back. We revisit those iconic conversations from huge guests on the show, and today we're back with another one with none other than Africa Miranda, TV host, digital personality, a beautypreneur, somebody who's absolutely crushed her space. And I have this thing where I ask pretty much everybody who's been on the show, right? We ask everybody who's ever been on the show, what would you tell that person who's ready to, cross that stage or perhaps didn't graduate at all? Like, what would be your advice? And she did not disappoint. Buckle up, grab your pen, grab your paper, however you take notes, and get ready for this special edition of Extra Credit Fridays with Africa Miranda. Let's say you dropped out of school and school just wasn't for you, and you were asking yourself the question of the show, school's over, now what? What advice would Africa Miranda give?
School. And it's so funny because that literally was me. Like when I graduated, I had said I was like, I'm going to law school. That senior year rolled around. I was like, I ain't going to law school. Like, why have I been telling people I'm going to law school? And I didn't have like a job lined up when I graduated. I was offered a position at the university as a recruiter. So I did that for the summer after graduation. And then I got offered the appointee position with the governor's office. So I kind of fell into some opportunities. And I even talk about this in my book. A lot of my life at that point was just like people helping me out and, falling into things. What I would challenge someone, and this was a lesson that I wish I had learned, I had learned then, was that you got to do something. Again, you got to do something. Like the now what is, guess what? Like get moving. Like start figuring out, what you want and taking those steps to make it happen. Like don't be reactive, because I think there is this feeling of, oh my God, it's like the whole world, I got to get a job. I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to kind of just sit here. You have to be an active participant in your life. Like you have to, you've got to there is no, your family can't make it happen for you. Your friends, it does not matter. You have to sit there with yourself. I don't care if you got to write in your journal, write in your notes app, whatever, but you have to start being an active participant in your life. So the now what is get started. The now what is do some work. The now what is, I don't care if you got to read, you got to go do some yoga, you got to sit in the park. But the now what is start laying the foundation of your life. Because life has begun, and life is moving whether you are on the train or not. So what you don't want is have to try to catch it, hoping it comes around again. Because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And I think do young people a disservice when we say oh my God, you have so much time. And to some degree, you do have time. So I don't want to, it's not a pressure of you've got to have it all figured out. But what I would challenge someone is that we can start applying a little bit of pressure a little earlier. And that's a time to that is the time to go hard. That's the time to experiment. That's the time to try some wild jobs or something kind of crazy that maybe your family doesn't understand or whatever. Now's the time to take the risk. So that would also be my now what is take some risks. It's a lot harder to take risks when you have more responsibility, when you maybe have a family or when you're older. You can take all of those risks during that time. And I was not as much of a risk taker. I take more risks now than I did then. I'm some of these risks I should have taken then. But, it is what it is. But I would challenge, during that time of those few years after college, take risks. Really push yourself and stretch to figure out who you are. And, you can step away from the circle. So it's okay.
Hey, what's up, fam? Thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button. We'll see you next week here at School's Over Now What. And always remember, dream it, believe it, go out and get it.